Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I am here with our final day of the 12 Days of Christmas, hosted by Rosa Kelly, who is Rosa Kelly Scrapbooking. I am joined by Debbie, who is Deborah Adams Creative Life, and Kimmy, who is Salty Beach Scrapper. This is the 12 Days of Christmas 2023. Quick reminder, this is a prize hop, and so make sure that you watch and comment on all of my videos. You have until December 16th, 2023 to make all your comments, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a drawing, and you're going to win whatever prize I picked from the video that your comment was on. So you're going to win that. You're going to win a gift card and whatever else I throw in the box if you're US. If you're international, you're going to receive United States dollar, $25 PayPal credit. So whatever that equivalent is in your currency, that's what you're going to get. Okay, so today is last day, day 12, and it is Christmas cheer. Now, here is a super fun advent calendar, more boxes. We had to start with an advent calendar and end with an advent calendar, okay? There is one huge error that I made, and the measurements in the description box are correct. You need a 4-inch spine, okay? I say 2 inches in the tutorial, but I forgot that I had 2 boxes, and so mine does not close. You need a 4-inch spine, okay? Let me show you my cover. I thought it was beautiful. Here's my cover. It says Flurries of Fun. It's 5 3/4 by 11. And then the back is just the same. I just did a nice pattern. And then, you know what I can do? I just don't want anything to fall out because what I have inside is very heavy. Here you go. That's the cover. Again, you need a 4-inch spine, okay? The measurements in the description box are correct. Don't go by what I'm saying because it is like 3 o'clock in the morning. So, I don't know. 4-inch spine. Okay. So, I haven't put any numbers on here because, as you can see, there's only 10. And what I was thinking is that this could be the 10 days before New Year's. So it would be, what, 31st, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. So you would start this on the 22nd of December and go through the 31st. Why? Let me show you what's inside. We got a Boozy box. And so each day has different little mini boozes. I saw a whiskey advent calendar and it was $150 and it did not even include the alcohol. So we got a little Jameson, we got a little Jim Beam. This one has the Baileys in it. And then we have this weird alcohol, Shanky's Whip. Apparently it's whiskey with like whipped cream or something in it. Yeah. And then the last one is the Crown Royal. Okay. So you can put different flavors in these boxes. I know Crown Royal has different flavors. I think they all have different flavors except for this one. I don't know anything about this one. The guy, the liquor store guy was just very passionate about this, so I bought it. So yeah, you can put different flavors in here, and it will cost you about $25. That's how much it costs for these for 10 little liquor bottles. It was $25. So instead of paying $150 and still having to pay for the, what is going on in my box? You were just fine. For the alcohol, just make your own. I used 110-pound cardstock, and as you can see, everything was fine. It stood up just fine. We were good to go. So the tutorial, I'm going to show you the box. Some of the boxes, I will have all of the measurements in the description box. And obviously, if you're going to sell these at a craft fair, I would sell them empty and just write down the name of what they can put in there, because again, you do not have a liquor license to sell liquor. You don't want to get caught up in a, a teenager trying to buy it, whatever. So, sell this for 20 bucks, 25 bucks. It's still cheaper than the one I saw online for 150. So, you're good to go. Decorate it, personalize it. This one I was going to give away, but because I messed up the spine, I might just give this one to my son. He is 22. He's legal age. So he can have it. I don't know, maybe my husband, I don't know. But yeah, so that's super fun. You can put the different numbers on there if you want to. You can make this longer and do 12 days, or you can add more boxes down the center, like 2 more boxes. If you want it to be a 12-day calendar, you can do that. But again, make sure your spine is 4 inches on your spine. Okay? Follow the measurements in the description box. All right, guys, here comes the tutorial. All right, so I already done the boxes for Bailey's and Jameson. Now we're working on a box for Jim. I started the tutorial and I was gonna do all of it on camera, but I'm just gonna put all the box measurements in the description box. I'll do a few boxes with you, but I just want to show you that even I mess up on stuff. I mismeasured the Jim Beam, and so this didn't work. It's too tight. Like, my box is bloating and I don't like bloated box. So I need to make it just a little bit bigger. And also I wrote the score lines on the wrong place. Like, I don't know what I was doing. Somebody kept calling me and then I kept getting interrupted. So I deleted the video, and now we're just going to do the measurements for the other boxes real quick. Okay, so the Jim Beam, I had to change it to 1 1/4 by 4 1/4 by 1 1/4. Whenever I'm measuring round things, I do like to use my mat to measure it. It takes me extra time, so I didn't want to do the measurements on camera. I don't know why I can't measure round things, but it took me probably like 15 minutes to measure these things out. It should have taken me 5, but whatever. All right, so my depth is going to be 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/4. Cover that hole, cover that hole, close your flap, 1/2 inch, close your flap. My left to right is going to be 1 1/4. My left to right is 1 1/4. My up and down is 4 1/4. All right. Let's math. My left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 1/2, 6 1/4 by. Now I'm doing my up and down. 1, 2, 3 1/2 plus 4 would be 7 1/2 plus 1/4 would be 7 3/4. Okay. That should be right. Okay, so the long side is going to be 1/2 inch plus 1 1/4, so that's 1 3/4 on both sides. And my short side is going to be 1 1/4 plus 1 1/4, so that's 2 1/2 plus 1 1/4. 3 3/4 plus 1 1/4 would be 4, 5. Be 5. Okay. Let's make sure Jim works, and then I'll work out the math for the other ones. But I'm only going to show you like 1 or 2 boxes to cut. So, all right. So let's cut this down. 6 1/4 by 7 3/4. Okay. On the long side, I need 1/2 inch and 1 3/4. So 1/2 inch and 1 3/4 on both sides. 1/2 inch. I like using my right side of the board for 1/2 inch better. So 1/2 inch and 1 3/4. For my scoreboard users, that is 1/2 inch, 1 3/4, 6, and 7 1/4. Okay. Short side, 1 1/4. 2 1/2. 3 3/4. And 5. Okay. Did I put that? I better throw this box. This is the bad. That way I don't try to use it and then I can't fit it. Alright. I'm not really varnishing, I'm just trying to make my lines darker. I'll varnish later. Okay, starting position. And you're going to cut off the 4 boxes on the bottom right. And the top right. Okay. Alright, my camera shifted a little bit, but it's okay. You can still see what I'm doing. Okay, back to starting position. Cut up. I can't see anything. Cut up the score line. Cut up the score line. Half. Miter. It doesn't matter what order you do the steps in, as long as you get all of the steps done. Depends on my mood, what order I go in. Alright, do the same to this side. Cut up the score line. Half. Miter. Score line. I can't see it. If you have to flip your paper back and forth to see where your score line is, go for it. I have a lot of shadows right now. Some nights the shadows in here are ridiculous, and some nights it's just fine, and I don't know why. I don't do anything different same time of night. Alright, varnish for real. Oh, I forgot. Miter and miter. And I'm going to go ahead and cut off some of the bulk here. Okay, and I'm going to revarnish this. Okay, and realistically, it took me 18 minutes to make 4 boxes, just so you can kind of gauge your time about how long this is going to take you. Okay. And that was going at tutorial speed. So if you're faster and making boxes, it'll be faster. Okay, so I gotta let this dry. You have to give the 110-pound cardstock a few more minutes to dry because you always add more glue because I think it's like this paper is more porous, so I find I have to add a lot more glue than what I normally would. Ew, I don't want my tabs touching. There we go. Did I not varnish that? It didn't feel varnished. Okay, and get you in there. Why are you not? I had to force that one. I didn't look like I... Oh my gosh, I totally missed this side of varnishing. What the heck? Okay, so we're good. Alright, Jimmy fits in there just fine. I don't know why I shook it. I don't know. This one is super duper tight. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna cut a sliver off just because I don't like how tight and how hard it was to open that. There we go. Problem solved. Okay, so that box is perfect. We just need to make the second one for Jim. Let me write this down. This is the Jim beam. Is it bean or beam? Beam. Okay. I thought it was bean. Anyway. Alright. So the next size box we have is this one thick. She's thick. It is Shanky's Whip Whiskey. Black Smooth Irish Distilled Iram Whey with natural flavors and caramel color. I don't really know what this is, but the guy at the liquor store was very happy about this and said it was delicious, and he sold me on it. So I was like, okay. I don't even drink, guys. I have no idea what it is. But he was very excited. He was very passionate about it, so I bought it. Alright, so that one, I got the box size is 1 5/8 by 3 1/2. You know what? 1 3 5. Yeah, I didn't want to do the 1/8, but looks like I'm gonna have to. Okay, by 1 5/8. Okay, so 1/2 inch on my flats, 1 5/8, 1 5/8, 1 5/8, 1 5/8, 1 5/8, my left to right, 1 5/8, 1 5/8, my up and down is 3 1/2. Okay. We're gonna calculate this. So let me get my calculator up. Okay. Hello, calculator. I would like you to work, please. What the heck, bro? Okay. Alright. So 1.625 plus 1.625 plus 1.625 plus 1.625 plus 1.625. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that is 8 1/8 by 0.5 plus 1.625. So I need to do this at, it would help if I did all the numbers. 0.5 plus 1.625 plus 3.5 plus 1.625 plus 0.5. So 7 3/4. Okay, so on the long side, we need to score it at 1 5/8. 3 1/4. 4 7/8 and 6.5. Okay. And no, I did not memorize. I have my little cheat sheet right here. Some days I'm great and I can remember these, and some days I just can't. So today was a can't. All right, on the short side, we need plus 1.60. We need to score it at 1/2 inch and 2 1/8 on both sides. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and, time is it, 14 minutes? I'm just gonna math out the rest and then we'll cut boxes. All right, so this is that weird, this is the whip box. Okay, and then this is the Crown Royale. Okay, this one was a little bit different because it was thicker up here, thinner down here. So we have 2 1/8 by 3 3/8 long by 1 inch thick. Okay, so 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, half, half. My left to right is going to be 2 1/8, and my up and down is 3 3/8. So my left and right, 2 1/8. Okay, green pen. Let's math this out. 1, 2, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 1/4 by 3, 4, 5, 6 3/8. Okay, so for this one, I need to score it at 1 inch, 3 1/8, 4 1/8, and 6.5, 6 1/4. Okay, I think. All right. Okay, Mr. Calculator. All right, so 1 plus 1.125 . Oh, shit. It's 1 plus 2.125. So 3 1/8 plus 1. So 4 1/8 plus 2.125. So 6 1/4. Okay, I was right. It's late. Okay, so then we need on the short side 1/2 inch and 1.5 on both sides. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and cut our boxes for the whip box. And again, you're going to need 2 of each box, and then whatever other size you want if you want a 12-day calendar. And no, at this point, I do not know how I'm going to turn these pages into an advent calendar. I just know that somehow I want to turn these boxes into it. And I'm hoping that I figure something out after I make all the boxes. So here you go. 1, 3, 5. You guys will see the finished product first, but literally at this point, I have no idea what it's going to look like. 3 1/4. I just know I want these boxes to be part of it. 4 7/8 and 6.5. That's the long side. Short side, 1/2 inch and 2 1/8. On both sides, 1/2 inch and 2 1/8. Okay. For my scoreboard users, that is 1/2 inch, 2 1/8, 5 and 5, 1, 3, 5, 5 and 5/8. And 7 1/4. Starting position, make sure your make sure your half score marks are on top and bottom. Take off the bottom 4 boxes. Top 4 boxes. Okay. Cut up the score line. Half. Miter. Okay, hopefully this chunky guy fits in here. Yeah, the only reason why I got this alcohol was because my nephew was making these bourbon brownies that had like bacon bourbon brownies is what it was, and it had a chocolate ganache, a bourbon chocolate ganache, and like you had to use bacon grease in the batter, which I thought that was really weird. Use bacon grease in the batter, and you have chunks of bacon. I'm not gonna lie, I was afraid to try it because I don't drink, so I don't know what alcohol tastes like. I know what it smells like, but I don't know. And then it had like, I like dark chocolate. It had dark chocolate, the dark chocolate ganache. They actually turned out really, really good. I did not like the addition of the bacon grease because you could feel it in the roof of your mouth. Which I didn't know there was bacon grease in it, and I ate it and I was like, why does it feel like my mouth is greasy? And then that's when they told me it had bacon grease, and they all agreed that they would probably omit that step. But, you know, the salty actual bacon with the chocolate was actually really good. I do like chocolate covered bacon, so I'm not supposed to eat pork, but sometimes you gotta eat a bacon brownie, right? I don't even like brownies either. I just ate it because my nephew made it, and yeah, I was proud of him, so it was actually kind of good. So, all right. So I went into that's why I had to go to the liquor store, and my nephews are baby giants. They're both over 6 feet, and they did not get carded. They're 21 and 23. But I got carded, so I was like, haha. You know, and I'm well over 40. So, you know, well, not well over 40, but I am over 40. 41, in case y'all want to know. So yeah. Alright, so anyway, so I bought the Jim Beam, because that's what the recipe called for. So I bought 2 of those because it was like a sale. It was like during Thanksgiving. So it was like buy one get one free. I think we went on Black Friday or something like that the day before. Maybe, yeah, I think it was Black Friday. So I got 2 of those. David's favorite is Jameson, so I got 2 of those. Corey's favorite is Crown Royale, so I got 2 of those. Then the guy talked me into these, and then the Bailey's was from yesterday's project. That was from a different day. I bought that yesterday. Well, the day before yesterday. But, yeah. Alright. Here we go. Okay, fits perfectly. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make all the other boxes, and then hopefully I figure out how I'm going to turn this into an advent calendar. Okay, so I figured out how I'm gonna make this, the book, the advent calendar. Okay, so I went ahead and I covered my chipboard, and my chipboard is 2 pieces. You know what? Let me write this down because I have a feeling I'm gonna forget. All right, so we have a pen that doesn't work. All right, 2 pieces which were 5 3/4 by 11. 1 piece that was 2 by 11. Okay, that was my chipboard. And I will have this typed up in the description box as usual. And I decided that I'm using Echo Park I Love Winter, and I went ahead and covered it. I did do a tutorial. It will come out on the 14th of December 2023 on how to cover your chipboard. Yeah, that's the day I'm gonna put it. It'll be out at 9 in the morning on the 14th. So if you already know how to cover chipboard, then you're good to go. You can go ahead and follow along. So I have decided to put my boxes in order like so. I marked out 1/4 inch around my, 1/2 inch, excuse me, around my perimeter. Just with a pencil because I want it to be 1/2 inch. So I'm doing the James box on the bottom, then Jim, and then Bailey's, and then the whip, and the crown's gonna go on top like this. Okay, so the only box that's gonna be the full length is going to be the bottom one, the James box. Now for me, I need to make sure that my boxes on the right are going to open on the right. Again, I'm going to make sure that my tabs are facing up. Okay, I think that's just going to be easier to open it if they're facing up as opposed to down. Now if you're going to put a brad or something there, it's not going to matter. Alright, so I need to go ahead and cover these boxes. You can cover them while they are lined up, or you can cover them when they're flat. But remember, these are the fold flat boxes. And so when you glue it down, you can just push it and decorate it. But I'm going to go ahead and decorate all of them beforehand. And go for there. So I'm going to make sure my flaps are up, and I'm probably going to make a little finger pull. I haven't decided that yet.